Hi everyone, this is Cindy, and I'm going to be doing the website critiques today. And I've got about 5 different websites chosen here, so let me know if you can hear me okay. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. If anybody has any comments or questions that you'd like to ask along the way, feel free to write them, and I'll try to check the comments. So the first one we're going to look at, let me move this around here, is Evoke Studio. And I love the photos here. They're gorgeous, and so great job. I love the layout of the website and the logo. One thing here, I don't know how to pronounce this, if it's Jola. I didn't know that's your name because without knowing you ahead of time. So I would put like about Jola, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or meet Jola. And I really like what you have to say on the about page. And I like right here it says my pictures convey real, relatable, and authentic. So those are kind of your 3 words for your tagline. I think it would be really great if you could put that somewhere, maybe up here, maybe a line here saying that real, reliable, or real, relatable, and authentic. That's what I would do if you're able to do that. Other than that, I think everything looks really great here, and it looks really good. So the next website is Pretty Pineapple, and I like the layout here. The only thing is it's cutting off the photos, and I checked this on my iPhone, and on the iPhone on mobile it shows all the photos. So this is probably an issue with your website template, so if you can see if there's a way you can fix it so you can see the entire image. And then you have a home button, portfolio, book a session, but you don't have any about. So for this website I would create a page and tell a little bit about yourself and put your photo on that page. So the next one is for Ridout Photography, and of course I love your photography. I think this is Mark. Amazing photography, and you had asked if you should separate your wedding destination galleries, and I think that would be an excellent idea. I actually think that you could even create a whole nother website for weddings only, because these are so good. And if you wanted to have like Ridout Weddings, something like that, and a wedding extension, just a website dedicated to weddings. And what I also thought was, since you are doing destinations, because these are gorgeous, and I would definitely put the locations, maybe split it up. But I wondered if you're on Pinterest at all, if you do any Pinterest marketing or advertising, because you can do a lot with that. Like you can have blogs, how to choose a destination wedding photographer, and there's a lot of brides on there. So I thought that would be really great for you. I did notice that on your blog, you kind of stopped blogging around, I think it was 2016. I was just curious why you stopped blogging. I know you have a lot of content on there, so just curious about that, and I thought that might be a good idea for the destination wedding photography and combining that with Pinterest. A couple other things, maybe just one other thing. The slideshows, I noticed it takes you to the Photodex website, and I see PCs only, no Macs. I'm on a Mac, so I can't watch these. And I think you're missing a lot of the audience on Macs. So I wondered if you could embed the slideshows on your website somehow. And I know this takes it to the Photodex website. I'm not so fond of linking out to other websites that aren't yours. So that's just my personal opinion on that. But otherwise, everything else is great. Oh yes, okay, so one thing I thought of here, this is just a personal preference. So you have the photo request and quote, and down here you say would be happy to share our detailed wedding brochure. Let us know where you're tying the knot, how many people are involved, so that we can better understand your needs. If you wanted to have a separate sign up for your weddings and then have that as one of the fields, have like how many people are involved and where you're tying the knot, that would kind of help filter out your photo request quotes. And because some people, they might not read this, they might just type it in there and not include all the information. So you want to kind of guide them through your sign up form. And then the only other thing I thought, two other things. So this photo is a great photo. I might make it a little bit bigger. And then I thought this was really great that you were chosen as one of Canada's most inspiring wedding photographers by Wedding Bells magazine. And so I would put that somewhere on your website. Like if you had another website for weddings or another link just for weddings, put that right at the top, because you need to really highlight that. So that's all the feedback I had for you. And let's see, the next one. This is Natasha's website, and beautiful photos as well. It's in another language, so it's kind of hard for me to read. So I did notice that, I'll scroll all the way down here. You say wedding photographer Sweden and worldwide. So if you are traveling worldwide and marketing to worldwide, they're going to need to be able to read this. And now I see I see the blog posts seem to be in English, but a lot of these other things are not in English. So I don't know, maybe make some English as well for your navigation. I'm not sure. It just really depends on who is your target audience and who is the client that you want to reach the most. But these are great photos. And on the portfolio, so I see weddings at the top, and then on the portfolio I'll come down and see weddings, and then I see the babies. So that kind of looks out of place, but I know you seem to have it separated here, so that's good. So maybe take this link off. I'm guessing this is all, so maybe you can take that link off. And other than that, that's all I had for suggestions for you. And then the last one is Photography by Musen. And I love your photos here. And one thing I really like is this video. Right here I see it's on YouTube embedded, and it's showing me more videos. So you want to go into YouTube and you want to put a setting before you embed this into your website. There should be a setting that says don't show more videos, because you don't want people to watch your video and then start getting distracted by watching other videos. So I would fix that setting there. And I thought this was an excellent video, and I did not realize that you were a mobile studio. So you really want to highlight that up at the top. I mean, they can get all these beautiful photos of their children and not even have to leave the comfort of their own home. I thought that was excellent. So I think it's about at the 2-minute mark where you start talking about that. I would put that in your about page. So on the about, you do have some of it. Where is that under here? As a busy mom with 3 school-age kids. So I would change that. I would put it pretty much word for word how you have it in your video, how you say, I started this concept because of this. So have it a little bit, it makes it more a little bit personal in my opinion. So I would do that. Also, I really like the testimonial video of your client there. I would have that testimonial, type it out somewhere, put that up on the front page as well, on the home page. I did notice on your about, so when you click on about, it drops down to raves. So people might not know that you can click about, then it just goes to raves. So I think raves is good, but I think they need to be separate. So I think you need to have navigation for about and then one for raves. And then speaking of navigation, you have under here shop and rent, you have all these other links. and some are to Skincare by Rodan Fields, Origami Owl. You really don't want to be linking out to these websites, in my opinion, because it's going to distract people. They might click on the skincare and then they'll just, if your goal is for them to buy your skincare, maybe, but this is for your photography, so you really want to focus on your photography here. The skincare and the Origami Owl links, you can maybe put those on Facebook or social media and let people know about those, but I wouldn't mix them in with your photography website. I do see the stand-in baby, that stand-in baby rental, that's kind of related to the newborns, but it's for photographers, so I would just put a link and call it for photographers, and I would put that stand-in baby rental there. And then the gallery here, click on gallery and it goes to client access, and then you have portfolio. That might confuse people because gallery and portfolio are kind of similar, so just change that word gallery to client access. And the only other suggestion I had, I noticed your pricing sessions start at $199 for on location. I thought that's really, I don't know the pricing in your area, but I feel like you can raise your prices, definitely, especially if you're traveling to people's homes and taking photos. That's kind of a luxury thing that they get, to have you come to their home. So I think you could try it. At least try it and see. A lot of you, that's the biggest thing that I see with photographers, that they don't raise their prices enough. So I really want to just try it and see how that goes. But other than that, I'll see if anybody has any questions. Okay, I'm working on that page. Need headshot. Okay, I can't really see who that is that commented because it's not showing me. Let me see if I can see who's on here. Let's see if it shows it here. I'm not able to see that, but okay, but whoever said that, and thank you for the comment. And if anybody has any other questions, from Pretty Pine, okay, great, yes. Yeah, yes, you need a headshot for sure. Headshots are very important for photographers, for any business actually. So you're welcome, and thanks for being on here, and thanks for watching. I hope this has helped everybody. If you're watching it later and you have any questions about my suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great day.